The following podcast is brought to you exclusively by the Rad Rob Radio Network.
On this edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr., we welcome bowling phenom from the Bohn Legacy, Brandon Bohn. Brandon is a multiple-time Junior Team USA medalist. He is the back-to-back USBC U22 Masters Champion. And he's a straight-up killer on the lanes. We can't wait to have him on the show. Let's not waste any more time. Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. starts now.
This is PBA champion Kyle Troop.
Hey y'all, Jacob Wetrup here.
Hey guys, Chuck Ritchie here, formerly of Bowl TV.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Schaefer of track staff at Valley Bowling Center in Waverly, New York.
And you're listening to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Yo, the boys from Straight Up 5, Rad Rob, Dr. Ocho, and of course JP Jr.
As you know, JP Jr. used to be introduced as the sexiest man in bowling, and now the world. But he doesn't have the best hair in the world. I do. Sorry, bud, but you know the deal. Pick it out. Fear the fro, baby.
Welcome to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. A hard-hitting, in-depth, cutting-edge look into the world of bowling. This podcast will not only cover all things bowling, but will also give you a raw look into real-life issues. You'll get unfettered access into the mind of one of the most gifted bowlers of this or any other generation.
Strike, and they claim it. Similarly does it.
So without further ado, let's introduce you to the hosts of the show. Rad Rob Francois. Rad Rob Francois. Dr. Ocho. And the incomparable Johnny Petraglia Jr. Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Hey guys, welcome back to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. I am your host, Rad Rob Francois. This is episode number 172. We have a very special guest. But before we bring in our hosts of the show, let's see who's in the chat here. We got DJ Ricky Smith in the house. I'm here. It's been a few beers. By the way, I'm making raspberry filled donuts as I type this. Good. Hopefully you didn't get any jelly on the keyboard while you're typing that. So let me know how that goes. Billy M is in the house. Our resident reporter and statistician, Nico Pujar, is in the chat. We got Dave P. Cow. What's going on, brother? We got John McCaslin's here. Glad to be here. We're glad to have you here, brother. We're glad to have everybody here. We love all of our chat, our crew, our friends, our family here. You guys are all family. Except for Sprone. Fuck him. But, see, I already dropped an F-bomb in the first 35 seconds of the show. Jules Stone, what's going on, Jules? Welcome to the show. I apologize for my rude language. Because Ocho's going to be here in a minute, so I just had to set the stage and set the tone for when he drops in and drops 15 F-bombs while he yells at me for being stupid and the worst host in the world. And you know how it goes. I see him shaking his head in the green room, virtually. He is the man with the golden mask. He is the resident doctor of Straight Up 5. He is the house hack from Howell Lanes. He is everybody's favorite Ocho. Dr. Ocho. What's going on, Och?
This is all I'm saying. What you got?
That's all you need to say, really. I mean,
really, seriously.
What haven't you said already?
But this. Me a little bit of this.
Nothing else needs to be said when you have peaks like that.
Me a little bit of this.
Give me the Heisman.
No, I'm not. No. What do you think of that?
All right. What do you?
Rob,
what do I mean?
I'm just saying. I just mean to say this. I apologize. It's wonderful. You just suck a little bit, not a lot of bit, just a little bit. That's all.
Dude, I'll take that. That's the nicest thing you ever said.
Fucking A, right?
Fucking A. Sitting next to my fine masked friend, he is the host with the most. He is the one with the name on the marquee.
Shit, he's here.
His milkshakes bring everybody to the yard. The sexiest man in the world, Johnny Petraglia Jr. What up, JP?
The best part
Of waking up.
Brandon goddamn Bohn. That's
Am I right?
He's a swearing one already. Do you believe this?
I'm sorry. But the son of a legend, future legend, roll tape, bro.
Fuck whoever the fuck just said that, Jewel Stone. Fuck that.
Dr. Interrupto. We got to get shirts
Fuck
made
that.
with a little
Fuck
likeness
that.
on it.
Fuck
Dr.
that.
Interrupto. Alex, what's going on, brother? Our favorite driller from Modesto, California.
This kid is
He's a stone cold killer, bro.
He's
definition of class act. So roll tape, bro.
I will. As soon as I say hey to Mr. Sheridan. Hello, Eric. Happy to see you here.
The show won't load on YouTube. Is that what is that? Is he low? Is he joking or is that a?
I don't know. I'm not on YouTube right now.
I just read that.
You know,
I'm a reverend.
I see 4 people on YouTube right now. So
all right, there you
I'm
go.
not sure what's up with that.
He knows, and he goes. Roll
I appreciate
tape.
that, Eric. Who is Ocho rooting for now that the Yankees are out?
Don't worry about it. Whoever the
Steelers.
fuck you are.
He's
Pardon
rooting
my
for the
language.
He's a Steeler fan, so that's who he's rooting for. As always, whenever we have a first time, hello, Valerie. Good evening, Miss
Who
Shallor.
the hell is Valerie? She's
Real quick,
yes,
before
John.
you do that, legend son, and I'm used to this whole bullshit, but yeah, roll tape.
All right. As always, with our first time guests, we have a highlight package of the young career of Brandon Bohn.
Okay, so update.
Guys,
Brandon just won.
one junior gold. Bro, we have a predicament though. I don't know what to be more happy about. The fact that I just won an Xbox or Brandon just won junior gold.
That's it.
And with that strike,
we have a repeat champion.
as he hugs his brother Justin, who just won the U20 a week ago on the same pair of lanes.
The 2022 Junior Gold Champion, Brandon Bohn.
Did it. Did it. Perfect.
Worked out perfect. Well, we came, we bowled, we conquered.
We did. Now one goal coming into this weekend. That was the win.
Final match we have here for the U22 Masters. This is Nicholas Stern to big round.
I wonder what would happen if Brandon didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
For the dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the phenom, Brandon Bohn. Good evening, Brandon. Thanks for being here, brother.
How's everything going?
Doing well, man. We appreciate you being here. We know you're super busy. You're in school right now. You got a lot going on with school and the Bohn Legacy, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, that was quite the intro. I never had like a reel made out of my accomplishments, but I will say, that was
You know how to do things, man. Or he
courtesy,
does.
the footage was obviously courtesy of your family's YouTube channel, the Bohn Legacy. We do appreciate the work that Justin does, but it's your first highlight package, brother, and I'm sure you're gonna have plenty more because you're still a young tyke. But we're so happy for your early success already, man. You're not even out of college yet, and you're already winning titles. So especially regional with your dad, which I want to start out with. That we've spoken to your dad about it, but I mean that had to be obviously the crowning achievement so far in your career, just personally, winning that doubles title with your dad.
Yeah, I told him a few months before we even bowled. I said, Dad, before you retire, I would love to win a PBA title with you. It's been a dream of mine to win a PBA tournament, but to do it with my dad is just like it's more than a dream come true. I can't even like put it into words how much that day meant to me. I said after I won, we had a little small interview, and I said, the trophy is cool and all, the money's great, but the thing that will stick with me forever is that in my very first regional ever, I was able to win, and I was able to do it with my dad, and it was right around Christmas time. And I said, no matter how much money we win today or how cool the trophy is, this might be the best Christmas gift I've ever gotten in my whole entire life. And
that's so awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Winning with my dad means more to me than any tournament that I've won solo or with a team. Winning with my dad meant everything to me. So
that's so badass.
Yeah.
Brandon, Evie.
It's a little dog.
Evelyn wants to say hi.
Before I start, your dad actually said the exact same thing in 1998. He wanted to win one PBA title. That was his goal. And so my question to you to start off is, God, dude, you are so ahead of life. You are so beautiful when it comes to the soul. You match everything, bowling, mental game, like you've got everything. You obviously are a spawn of Leslie and Parker. Did you just like wake up one day and decide that you were fabulous, or did you try and cater to the stuff they taught you?
I think the COVID pandemic changed my whole outlook. Before COVID, my dad was gone a lot. And I will say that I got 95% of everything from my mom. Let me be the first one to admit that. But I know she's watching at home. I know I don't know where my dad is right now. I
he's watching. Don't worry about it.
I think he's in Reno. But I've gotten 95% of everything from my mom. Maybe like closer to 98 or something. But my dad was always gone growing up, and obviously it was very difficult. But we were in a routine, and we had schedules growing up. And then when dad would come home, everything would get messed up. But that's okay. But after COVID, you know, I got to spend a little bit more time with him. We were in our house. It was literally like these 8 walls and each other. And I get to really remember exactly how he did things. And the guy felt like he never got tired. And he just continued and continued and continued to just work and work. And throughout COVID, we moved houses. So it was quite possibly one of the, you know, hardest things that we've ever had to do. You know, you live in a house for so long, and, you know, it was a childhood house for us growing up, and we lived there the first 15 years of our life, and the amount of memories that we had in that house, and we just had to kind of not throw them away, but kind of put them all in a box and, you know, bring them somewhere else. And throughout COVID, I learned so many lessons, but I would say the biggest one was how careful and how patient he was when it came to moving a whole house that he had lived in for, you know, 30 years. And what I took from that experience was, not only can you take something that is so like important to you for life, but you can take that into bowling. And, you know, ever since COVID, I just want to be more like my dad. And growing up, my hero, my role model, my mentor has always been my dad. And, you know, not very many people can say that, but I can. And ever since COVID, I feel like the only thing I've wanted to do is I want to win with my dad. And ever since that day, you know, I've had, you know, I can say that, you know, one of my biggest dreams has come true.
You nailed it, dude. You fucking nailed it.
Now, Brandon, hang on. Rob, also hang on. Ocho has a question.
So there was something that Johnny was mentioning, that he said something about you were 8 years old and you were doing a thing with Johnny Sr. What was he? He was doing something, and you take it from there. That's all you got to do.
Dad,
I know exactly.
Actually begged for you to tell the story from 8 years old.
Yeah, so I would say, first of all, your dad is probably one of the best storytellers I've ever.
Oh, by far, my God! Are you kidding me?
You know, been across.
And they're all the same way too. They're the same exact way.
They're all incredible. But literally, like, I would come in the bowling center. It had to be like a year straight, and every time I saw him, I heard a new story. It was awesome. But back when I was 8 years old, my dad was out of town, probably in like some foreign country, and my mom, she was doing something, and I had a tournament, and it was at Howell, so not that far away. And I want to say my grandpa took me, and I asked Johnny on Friday night, because we both league on Friday nights, and I said, "Hey Johnny, I got a tournament on Sunday. Do you think you could come down and help me out?" And he goes, yeah, sure. So he comes down, he helps me out. And there's a handicap and a scratch division. I think the handicap division is on the low end and the scratch division is on the high end. And so we get
only 32 lanes too, so we're not really talking too big of a difference.
Yeah, not a huge center.
Yeah.
And so I'm having some trouble with my tape. And I got my tape like all swirled up in my thumb hole. I got pieces down at the bottom. And like, I didn't care, but I needed some tape in my ball. And I asked Johnny for help with my tape, and he's fixing out my thumb hole. And some kid all the way at the other center, like the other side of the center, takes a picture and posts it on the internet. And basically says, you know, that this kid's got a Hall of Fame father. He's got a mother that would do anything for him. And now he has another Hall of Famer and one of the greatest of all time helping him out with his thumb hole. And he writes along the lines of like, you know, you'd think maybe when he's done, he would come down and help me. And he proceeded to write F no. And so then he walks into league the next night. And it was something like somebody told him that he was like a pro. I don't even know the word he used, but it was super like
speak how you need to. By the way, just FYI.
It was like super like the Antichrist. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God!
The guy called him the Antichrist. Yeah, And so he walked in and he goes, "Here's the Antichrist," and he showed, Johnny the Facebook post, and he was like, "Wow, like this is what the world's come to." And yeah, it was just because I asked Johnny to come down and help me, fix some tape in my ball and to help me out, line me up, get me all, back to where I needed to be. And this kid had the audacity to post on the internet. And
wow.
Yeah. So
meanwhile, it's something Johnny Sr. would do for a lot of. He would do for a freaking Trump snatcher
For
like
anybody.
me, like,
Yeah, you do for anybody. But just because of who you are, just because of who you know, and just because of who your family is, that's the stuff. So you learn at an early age, how people can be jealous and how people can be rude and hateful, which is unfortunate. Johnny Jr. has had the same thing his whole life as well. I mean, he's just, it's unfortunate.
But did it work though? Like he asked, did it work?
Did it work?
Yeah, I think it did. I think I
Good. Fuck that guy. Sorry about the language.
Yeah, he can kiss my ass.
Get pissed off sometimes. I get pissed off.
That's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about me. Nobody knows who I am.
Dave Wolven wants to know.
Rad Rob.
Well, hold on.
What's crazy is.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that.
I wish I approached it the way he does.
Oh, sure.
I was banging water fountains, doing all that garbage. I'm trying everything in my willpower
to not swear.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I've certainly had my moments. I did have a moment where my dad told me, if you ever do that again, I'm never helping you again. So I
all right, there you go. That's dude.
That's
enough.
So now let's go from there, because thank you for that story. I know Dad's laughing in Jackson. So let's move forward. My question: when did you know how good you were? And respectfully, don't be ashamed. Like, talk about it.
Don't be humble.
I saw you
brag.
When you were 8, 10, 12, 15. When did you know you were better than everybody else, and why?
Great question. First of all, great question.
I thought so too.
I think so.
Yeah, it hasn't been too long recently. I've had some ups. I've definitely had some downs, but I will say it's been more recent than you would think. I would say it was probably after my third junior gold title, so 22. So just
really
about 3 years ago. Yeah, I realized that no matter how much time you spend at something, it will eventually come back to you, and I just wanted to continue to just work at something that I've really tried so hard to make everything count. And the bowling center was the only place that I really felt like no matter how much time and effort I put in, I could always get something out of it. And it was good. So you get a trophy and some scholarship money at the end. If it's bad, still learn. So no matter how good or how bad you bowl, you're always going to take something away from the bowling center. And it was probably after I won in 22, my third junior gold, that I realized, like, I could be something if I spent a little bit more time and really like focused in on tuning my craft.
B, Rad Rob, I know you have something, but not gonna lie, that's probably the best answer ever.
Yeah,
it's up there. It's up there. That's for sure. That's for sure.
I mean, Parker, if you go back to, I think it was 1998, they did an interview, 98, and Parker says, my only goal on tour was to win one PBA title, just one. And we talk about that all the time, whether it's Mondays at Howell or when he drives to mom and dad's house while I'm sitting there and takes care of my soul. I can't even keep going right now. Dude, let's go back to mom, because mom and I have also the same relationship as me and dad. For you, Brandon, she showed up in Youngstown, Ohio with her jewelry, and she took care of me 15 years ago the same way she took care of you and the entire family. And It is such a beautiful thing to me as a Petraglia to sit here talking to you and listen to you, and I'm like moderately crying right now about it.
He's not moderately. He's going for it.
He's such a beautiful soul. So is his entire family. Brandon, I have another question. Are you pissed that I have to change subjects? I'm sorry. Brandon, why'd you finish 6th in the nightmare doubles with Nate Garcia? Go somewhere else. Give me one.
Poor Nate.
You're gonna make me cry. But
I'm doing the whole laugh thing too. By the way, just to give the heads up,
Thanks,
just to try and I gotta do my thing. Go ahead, Brandon.
As most of you know, me and Nate, we bowled in Memphis, Tennessee this past weekend. We bowled at PBA Nightmare Doubles, and it was 8 games on Saturday, 3 different squads, and you could re-enter if you chose. We chose not to re-enter. After our first squad, we qualified second off of our squad, but then it was 5 games Sunday morning, cut to the top 8 for 8 games around robin match play with 30 bonus pins to the winner of each game, and then it was total pins, so 21 game total. And that determined your winner. So how did we finish 6th? Well, I had 315 over for my 8 games, and he had 180, I believe, somewhere around there. But why did we finish 6th? I'd say obviously because we didn't see the lane as well as the first top 5 teams.
First 5 people. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. I swear to God, I was waiting for you to get there.
That's probably why we finished 6th.
Yeah.
Because we didn't strike as much as the first 5 teams. But I told Nate on the way back because we drove there, and that was
where was it again?
Memphis, Tennessee, and we were down in Florida. So it was about 13 hours.
Jesus crimey!
And we had a long conversation on the way back. You
don't have a choice, dude.
13 hours in the car on the way back.
That's what I'm saying. There's only so much radio you can listen to.
And it was right after we finished because I had class on Monday at 10:20 in the morning. I pulled into my apartment. It was like 6 a.m.
Oof.
And I went to class Monday morning.
Good for you.
So I think we just talked with each other, and I told him, I said, we certainly had our ups, but every team and every moment you're gonna have a down, and we definitely had our downs. But I told him, I said, I had more fun this weekend off the lanes than I did on the lanes. And, you have to realize that nobody will ever win every tournament that they bowl.
Right.
And I listened to this quote. I hear it back in my head all the time. Is from my uncle's Hall of Fame speech. It was in 2013. And he shares that he won 10 tournaments out of the 500 he entered, and he's in the Hall of Fame. So he's lost 490 PBA tournaments in his life.
That's right.
In the PBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So when you think about that, if you win 1 in every, 10 out of 500. If you win a tournament,
it's basically 100 almost.
Yeah. If you win a tournament, you got.
You made it, dude. You're somebody.
Yeah. So why did we finish 6th? Getting back to his main question, I don't know why we finished 6th. Obviously, because the first 5 teams bowled a little bit better than we did. But like I said, I had a great time with Nate, and I'm looking.
That's
forward
fun though too.
Yeah.
First of all, I love Nate. Nate, I've known him for a few years now. I got to meet him and Elise when they came to Smyrna, Tennessee, when she was bowling the WPBA, the PWBA last year, and he's such a good guy, and he's so gracious. He said the reason we finished 6th is, and not worse, is because of Brandon. So he'll always give credit when credit's due.
He sucked it up basically. He was like,
thank you,
fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know if Nate's watching, but I saw him
Usually
earlier
does,
today.
yeah.
When we were at Kegel. He was in practice, and I was just leaving practice. But if it wasn't for the show tonight, I'm sure we'd be at Chipotle by now. Or
sorry, Nate.
It's our fault.
That's
sorry,
okay.
Rob's fault.
I do find myself at Chipotle very often.
Didn't want to choke up on the show. Sorry about it.
It's okay, John. We're used to it.
I'll be right back.
It's all good. But no, I mean, Nate is awesome. And Nate, again, is one of those guys that is so good and so smooth and so clean. You have to wonder why hasn't he had so much success on the PBA Tour. And I spoke with Chase Nadeau the other night about the same thing. and because he's good friends with Nate as well. And there's so many guys on tour, and there's so much talent out there, and grinding through the PTQs is so hard. And I talked to Nate about it last year, and he said he was going to lighten his schedule this year because it's just too much of a grind. And honestly, he's making more money in regionals and local tournaments anyway, especially with him and AJ Rice. But is there a point where you will consider possibly going on tour full time, or what are your senior this year at Weber International? What are your plans when you graduate?
Yeah, so I'm supposed to graduate in May, just in a few short months. But a lot of people have asked me, what are your plans after college? Are you going to move back home? And I will 100% say I will be moving back to New Jersey. I have loved my time down here. And will always, reminisce on the memories that I've had, and the good and the bad.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to going back home. Everybody that supports not only the bowling center at home, Howell Lanes, the training center that we've opened up, the VIP entertainment space, the people there are just unbelievable. The people there are so supportive of not only myself, my brother, my sister, our whole entire family, and the community that we have at home is like no other community I've ever been a part of. And there's no place like home. And so I will forever, be grateful for my college memories and, coming down to Florida, my first year in Iowa. But I'm looking forward to moving back home and hopefully getting life started on the PWBA tour come 2027.
Brandon, sorry, Rob.
Go ahead.
Brandon, my entire journey in bowling started with Dad's 394. I was turning 10 years old. Obviously, for you, in my eyes, the greatest ever. What was your first bowling show, or like first inkling of, oh my God, my dad's the best? Like, do you have that one moment? Mine was 94, right before the 300. I was actually playing Super Mario with Michael J. Fox for the movie Greedy. For all y'all watching, yeah, that's how I was chilling with. But like, what was your first moment where you're like, oh my God, I was born? Dude, do me a favor, take that and get the out of here. What was the first thing you saw about your dad or your mom? Like, what was the first thing you saw as a kid? Because you're 20 now?
21, yeah.
21.
The first memory that I have that I really remember was the 2011 Mark Roth Plastic Ball Championship in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember sitting right next to Mark Roth.
Couch.
Rest in peace. And he lost to Couch. Yeah, he beat I don't remember who he beat in the first match, but he beat Ryan Simonelli, and then he beat Couch. And the only thing I remember from that show is Couch making that split off the back wall.
Yes.
And then the next memory I have of, obviously, one of the best stories to ever tell is when he won the world championship. And that is like the whole story, just how everything happened. And, you say everything happens for a reason. And, what we went through in that 3-week stretch is a story that has actually been told. We actually, put out a video on it just a couple months ago. If you haven't checked it out, I would strongly recommend checking it out. It's on YouTube at Bohn Legacy. But one of the coolest moments that I've ever watched, not only my dad, but my mom and my brother and my sister go through all in one. And I remember exactly where I was when he made the show. I remember exactly where I was when, I got the call saying, do you want to come to Vegas? And we're like, of course. And at the time we had never been there. And, that was the first time that I really, recognized how not only how cool it was, but how
Do you
great
remember
a
me
person
behind
you
you?
were. You were right behind us. Yeah. Yep. I remember the last time you came over to our house before you left for Vegas. And that was at our old house. And I remember it. And then, you were out in Vegas over at Red Rock, I think. And and he was right behind us when Dad won, and that was probably one of like I said, one of the biggest realization moments for me, to realize that not only he's a great bowler, and he can come through when it matters, but amongst everything that happened at home, he went out there. I don't think he made an individual cut. He snuck into the top 24, and I mean, he just continued to fight and to fight and to fight, and that's probably something that I'll remember for a very long time. Is I still remember to this day that he bowled 300 the very first game of match play, round 3, and I ran down to my mom at my grandpa's house.
Sure did.
And I told him, and she was like, "No way, we got to turn it on." And we went over to my grandpa's house because we didn't have any power at our house due to the hurricane. And he made the 5-10 the last game to jump into the show, and it was just so surreal. And looking back on it, quite possibly one of the coolest moments that I got to sit in front of a TV screen and watch. All of his PBA 50 victories are awesome, but watching him do what he did from 24th to 5th, and then to run the ladder, it was really cool. And that was probably the moment I knew that he is
Brandon, you and I are so blessed. We are so blessed. That week that I was behind you, when you're all wearing the Bohn jerseys, all that good stuff, your dad was throwing a mean streak. Remember that ball?
Yep.
I drilled one because of your dad. And Jesus Christ, John, come on, man, get it together. Your dad is my dad for you. He's just perfect. So is your mom. I remember that day like it was yesterday. So does Evelyn. But
she's so cute.
Jesus Christ. All right. Good time.
On that note,
Brandon, my next question. What's with the wrist, and how good is that? Is that natural that it goes this way, or like how many people try and talk garbage to you about your game being lefty, like
that's a good
all
question.
that good stuff, but like obviously maintain the same repertoire that your dad has. So how do you approach bowling knowing how fabulous you are? Because we all know it. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, so like the flick up at the top, like, I'll be honest, I don't know how it gets there. I know it sounds cliche. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I've tried to like let it feel like it's not flicking up, and every time I do that, it just somehow magically gets to that spot. And no matter what I do to change it, no matter how much I work on it, it just always finds a way to like flick up at the top. And it's just something with my hand. And my dad's always said, like, if it's not broke, don't change it.
Seriously.
And, it's not something that me and my dad have ever worked on. And although this year at school we've been trying to get my swing a little bit lower, have a little bit more slide going into the last step, but I can't figure out the flick. And I think at this point I'm just gonna deal with it and let it go and work on some other tools. But I'm just gonna try to continue to perfect.
So
my
okay.
craft
So
and
what's
pulls
the
in the
big
bag.
tool moving forward? What's the big tool? What's the big tool for you going that way? What do you do now?
So I think what you're asking is what is one
How
thing
to
that
get
you're
better for
yeah,
them.
yeah. So I would definitely say, and I don't know if he's watching, but he wanted me to share that this was the perfect podcast for me to come on to with the name Straight Up 5, because
That's true.
over the past few years, definitely being in college, one of my biggest problems is going straight up 5. So today at practice, I was working on going straight up 5. And if you know me, I don't like to throw a purple hammer. I'm a big Black Widow guy.
Although you won with it, though.
Yeah. I used to have a lot of success. But over the past few years, it's been all Black Widows just because the core is a little bit bigger. It starts up a little bit sooner. It allows me to throw it a little harder. But one thing that I would definitely say right now is my thumb timing. Get my thumb out of it a little bit cleaner and more consistent to help with consistency through the front part of the lane, and creating a little bit more slide before I get to the foul line, which will help with the thumb timing as well to get a little bit more consistency with the release.
Longer flat spot?
Yeah, a longer flat spot. So, we're trying to get me to start the slide a little bit further from the back of the approach, like the
Makes sense
before the foul line, to extend the last step, and that will help with the.
I mean, you're so long and you're so tall, and he has such a wingspan too. It's like, does that mess you up? Like, does it feel weird having to do that? Because obviously you've been throwing it pretty much the same, for a long time now. So
yeah, so definitely when I first started, it's kind of like anything you do in life. You adapt it or you change it. The first time you do it, it's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But the more I work with it and the more I really tone it down, the better it feels.
That's good.
So Brandon, what's your comfort zone? Where is home? Feet, bowling ball, where is home for all the novice bowlers or league bowlers like me? Where is home?
I would definitely say
where's the first place you put your feet, and the first place, tell us.
So the first ball out of my bag is going to be, if I'm bowling on a house shot, it's going to be the Violent Collision. It's a ball that came out about 2 years ago now.
Say it again.
The DBA Violent Collision. Hands down one of my favorite balls
Violent Collision
of all time. And if you know me, you know that is a ball that I bring almost everywhere. But I'm probably starting out 25 with my feet and just giving it the free wheel. Not doing too many special things. Just kind of let my hand take it to just anywhere down the lane to the left and just have it kind of curve right into the 1-2. But I'm not trying to overthrow it. I'm not trying to throw it super slow. I'm just trying to do my normal thing, just move a little bit to the right and just kind of have an open hand. And where that's, the most comfort for me is probably getting a little bit further to the right and opening up, having the hold when I miss right and the hook when I miss to the left, obviously.
What makes that ball different than the rest for you?
I just think the way I see it with my eye. I'm a big field player. So if I can't figure out how the color rotates with my eye, if that makes sense, if it doesn't match up, the color has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
But I like how it spins.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I like how I like how the color spins. And,
he said it, not me.
He's right.
The color and just the pores have always matched up to my eye, and that ball has just been really well for me. And the whole collision line, it's quite possibly my favorite line that I've ever.
All right, so hang on. VC, you like the colors? The color. Do you see the pink or the silver going this way? What do you see that you like?
I don't know. I guess it's how fast it spins. It's moving in the perfect direction.
People want to hear this.
Yeah, it's moving in the perfect direction, and it feels like it's my get out of jail ball. If that
so off your hand.
No, makes sense.
Whether you're arm hurts, your wrist hurts, you can't get out of it. It looks at the pins the way you want to see it, right?
I've never heard anybody say that.
I talk about this all the time with novice, pros, doesn't matter. It is such a breath of fresh air to hear you say that, because that's the truth when it comes to bowling. Like if I can see the white logo on the pulse as it's going this way or this way, I'm fine. But if it turns this way, I'm like, oh god, oh my god.
Yep. And
Oh
I'll
my
be
God.
the first one to tell you, like, I've never been the super technical one. And you could ask my dad, you could ask my mom, and you could ask almost anybody that really knows me super well, is that I have never been the technical one. And everybody has a team of people. And within that team of people, they have people that they can go to for help. And, you know, I will never be the one to pride myself on being the smartest one in the room. And nor do I ever want to be the smartest one in the room. But I know that I have a team of people where I could ask questions, all the questions in the world, and get all the answers in the world that I need. So I don't have to think about, you know, I need this ball with this layout, and I need to know the number of this ball. I couldn't tell you what any number on a layout means. I couldn't tell you the difference between an asymmetric ball and a symmetric ball. Besides, the core is the same in a symmetric is. See, now I'm confused myself.
Don't
So I
worry,
will
I don't
tell
either.
you that.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, I will tell you that there's not a whole lot going on up there, but I'll tell you that I have a very solid team that helps me, you know, get to the finish line, and I couldn't be where I am without, you know, my team and the people that support me.
That's so cool.
So, Deandra Hyman, said the exact same thing in 2011 at the U.S. Open in Carolier. She said, I just go with it and they tell me what to throw. Never knew the name of the ball, the make of the ball, but, oh, I like that motion.
Yep.
I like that
Yep.
motion. So when people talk to me, old ball driller, not drilling balls anymore, I don't know what to say, like, at all. But I'm just like you, dude. Like, just go. Just let the ball go. You know you're good. And if you're not good, well, not like you. Just not, yeah, exactly. Figure it out and just find the motion. Where do you want the ball to change directions, Ocho? Back me up.
Dude, don't ask me. I throw it. I fucking it.
Dude, you have a winner and a wrecker, and you have no idea what color they are.
One of them's green and one of them's bluish. All right, am I not right? I don't know.
And don't be giving
And
away
an old
him
ball
now.
from 08.
Don't be giving away his secrets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, this is the fucked up thing we do on this show.
But see, there's nothing wrong with not knowing, you know, all the numbers and layouts and paps and all this. I don't know either. I just know how to bowl. And if you're good at that, bro, and you know
I
how
don't
to,
even know how to bowl,
throw the
so
ball,
just have to
you
let
know
that
what motion you're looking for or what you want the ball to do. That's, again, why you have a team. You have people.
No, that's
You have
the
people that
point.
know all the
Because I know what it's supposed
specifics
to
and all that.
do.
Look at
But that's just it.
Parker. Forget what arrow, right? It was the motion. Whether it was Iowa Foresters in 1996.
Because you can manipulate that anyway.
Whether it was U.S. Open in 93, whether it was 99, whether it was 97 AC Delco against Couch. He's still trying to make the ball change direction at the same spot all the time. Black ice, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Combat zone. I said a bunch
And
of
you get to
other
watch this shit every day,
No,
too. That's the
that's
thing.
my idol.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. He gets to watch this shit every
aside
day.
from my dad, that's my idol. I also wrecked his gosh darn what's the thing?
Are we playing charades now?
Is it a bowling ball or is it a
no? It's like a RAV4. It's like a
Jesus,
like a go kart.
What?
I also ruined that.
What?
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
What?
can't imagine.
I'm not surprised. That would be something I would do growing up as a kid. I did.
You don't even notice?
No, but that's actually what Brandon. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, I had no idea. I do.
You're just looking for motion, right? Like you want to see the
Importantly.
ball change direction at the spot that you like.
Yeah, so I was. It's funny.
Is that
It's funny you
crazy to
say this
say?
because I was talking to my brother about this earlier today, and we were talking. I saw a Facebook post today about bowling ball reviews, and the guy was mentioning how all bowling ball reviews sound the same. You know, all of them.
That's true, and I've seen a few of them.
All of the bowling ball reviews that you see on the internet nowadays are all, you need this ball. This is the next greatest thing. Well, the ball might not be the best greatest thing, but they're supposed to say that. Now, the good point he did say was, if I say this ball isn't very good, then, that's going to hurt, their image and my image. Well,
The product and everything.
because
Yeah,
they're
for
not
sure.
going to want to send me products anymore. Now, I'm a firm believer that every ball has a specific purpose.
Sure.
Now, you're not going to like every ball compared to what I'm going to like. So if I tell you what I like, that doesn't mean that you're going to go out to your pro shop and you're going to buy it and you're going to like it. So if I tell you what I like this ball for and where I see this ball playing, now that will give you a better idea on where, or what you should buy.
Understood.
So
Out on.
when I was talking to my brother,
That makes perfect sense.
we're trying to figure out a way how to come across with, this ball is not meant for everyone. Not like I said, not every ball is going to be the grand slam for everyone.
Right.
But every ball has a specific purpose. It's why they make them, right? So they have the top of the line that's made for a lot of oil. They have the bottom of the line that's made for the beginner or the ball that's, not going to hook very much.
That's the ball that Rob can use.
Well, true.
Just saying.
Yeah, true. But, like I said, every ball is made for a specific purpose, and not every ball is made for everyone. But Rob kind of gives me that T-zone Rhino vibe.
He hasn't bowled in like 30
you're-
years. That's the only thing.
Hang on.
That's
You're
why I
pretty
go.
close,
I'm
bro.
ready. And he'll still
Brandon,
crush me. That's the
hang
thing.
on. Swap Monster and Teal.
Yeah,
OG
you're talking before
Teal
my
Rhino.
time.
Yeah.
In 94, 95,
I have
think
the
it was.
OG Teal Rhino and the Forest Green Quantum. I didn't get the remakes. I have the first pours.
Oh, doesn't want that
Yeah,
one.
you're talking before my time.
What year? What year? That was 95?
93, 94,
right?
right around there. Yeah. Yeah.
See? I know the
But
year.
Swamp Monster is proactive, goddammit. I love that ball.
Now it came back, dude. Listen, I can't say nothing.
I really
about
had
it
good
now.
success with that ball. I don't know why. I'm just saying.
Brandon, what do you want to do with bowling? Want to be like Dad and create your own legacy, or like what do you want to do? What's up,
Yeah,
dude?
that's a great question. A lot of people have asked me that over the past few years. And
It's up to you, dude.
So
what do you want?
obviously, I'd love to win on the tour, but I
You
also
will.
know that the tour itself is not a stable place. You just can't, in this day and era, you cannot be just a bowler. You have to have some type of side gig. You have to do something else. As the tour is like 4 or 5 months long, you have to do something else with your time. And as Douglas said, he doesn't bowl lefties. I wonder why. But he's one of the greatest. But we won't get into that.
It's
But
true. Yes.
I
Dude,
would love to
unload.
I would love to take my dad's job if he ever retires. And
No shit.
he's
Good
a
for him.
product specialist for Brunswick, but he's not in the office where he just kind of goes wherever they ask him to go. And not only can
His presence
not only can he
speaks
bowl
volume.
all the tournaments he wants. The company has been having his back for the past 35-40 years. And when I finally put the shoes up, that's kind of what I want to be. Is I want to be someone who's always stuck with one company, and I want to be with a company that I know I have their back and they will always have mine. And ever since I came out of the womb, I feel like Brunswick has been a family for me. And I would love to be a product specialist when my dad retires, and I'd love to take his job. And I've always said that. I feel like it's fun, but it's engaging. You engage with customers. You engage with.
That's what it is. Exactly.
You sell what you want to sell, and so you sell what you know needs to be sold, and that's what I want to do, and I feel like
and that's easy. It's not hard to do either. I don't want to say it's not hard to do, but it's already what you want to do. So you're already in the position of like, listen, I'm going to sell you this. I won't sell you this part because I don't like it. I'm not even going to bother with it. So that's the thing that's so easy for you, is what I was saying.
John, that's the sexiest answer I think anybody's ever had on the show.
The best part about his answer is the commitment to the game and the legacy that his dad created, as well as my father. I mean, Dad and Parker met in 83. Parker goes on tour in 86 and wants to win one title. And we have the absolute luxury.
They're all right here. They're literally right down the road.
I'm jealous.
We get to do this together. And this young man, respectfully, is the definition of class. That's legit all I got. I'm a fucking fuck up. I said it twice. This man, his entire family, I cannot wait to cheer for you when you're 30 years old instead of 8 years old. Brandon, you are just the definition of awesome, dude. That's all I got, dude.
Thank you. Thank you. I get it all from my mom. Yeah.
I was gonna. It's funny you say that.
Ask Leslie. Look.
It's
all right.
It's
I'm
funny
gonna say this on television.
Oh shit!
Ask Leslie. Me and my ex-wife had a one bedroom. Your mom showed up. She had a jewelry party at the banquet center in Youngstown, Ohio. She slept on our couch. I said, Les, is this okay? Like, do you want us to get you a hotel? She said, no, this is fine. Your mom's been a superhero since I was 20.
True story.
And so is your dad.
I call her
same
my
way your
super
mom
mom.
does. You guys are, your entire family is just the definition of what life is about. That's all I got for you, B. That's all I got, man.
Well, thank you. You're gonna start making me cry here soon, but
good. You should.
I'm already crying.
Yeah,
Good.
On this show, Brandon.
like I said, my mom is she's my super mom.
Ask her about it. I'll talk to you about it on Monday at Howell at League when Dad's bringing pictures of water and Mom's running the shit and I'm bowling like 580.
Yeah, we all have those nights.
Yeah.
Bring me a ball, will you please?
Yeah, we all have. Right?
580 is average.
Yeah, but like I said, my mom is my super mom. She's like the staple. She's like the glue to our family, and she brings us all together. And it's like no other woman I've ever had in my life. And I could say this about my dad, but it's much more to my mom. I wouldn't be anywhere I am today without my mom. And the support I've had from my dad, and not only the bowling world, but in the life world, the aspect world, where I feel like I can always count on my parents, and they never let me down. I wouldn't be anywhere I am today without my parents, and
you never will.
And I like I said, I don't know where I would be, and I'm forever grateful for them and for all the opportunities that I've come across, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the rest of my journey lands, and to see where we can take things moving forward.
You just keep being you, and the entire world will follow. Love you, dude.
I love you, man. Yeah, it's been been a few long
amazing.
2 weeks. I remember like 2 weeks bore I left. You were down at the bowling center, and I lost the match to you, but I'll get my rematch eventually. We had a little match, and I lost, but I'm gonna get my rematch, and when I come back, and
I beat him at something.
It'll come
next year. I want to see. I want to on the Bohn Legacy channel. I want to see you and Johnny on the YouTube channel. That's
it's funny.
my-
We've talked
No.
about that.
I can't
We've
win.
talked about
I
that.
can't win.
We've talked about
I can't win.
a Johnny and a Johnny Jr. versus my dad, my brother, and I. I think that would make for a great video. I really do.
Yeah, it definitely would. We said 100 times what,
or we could do like the dads versus the kids. I mean, either way, I think that would make for a great video.
The dads win.
Yeah.
So I got to beat you and Justin and Sid. Well, I got this shit. Let's go.
If it's at Howell, I wouldn't bowl Ocho because Ocho is like lights out. He's like 223 this year. I mean, he's killing it.
Well, maybe Ocho could be like a special commentator.
I'm the ref.
Exactly,
I'm
he's
only
the
the
ref.
ref. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. I'll just be like, you're fired. You're not good. You're going. That's it.
Brandon,
That's all I got.
we've said it ad nauseum on this show. Your family is just the coolest. Whether it's your parents, you, Justin, Sydney. We haven't even talked about Sydney tonight and how good she is. She is a spitfire. And your dad said, like, whenever she goes out and says she's going to do something, she does it.
Yeah, she has like a fire and a drive that I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but
right, it's ridiculous.
She, like, when she puts her mind to something, like if you get in the way, that's on you. But like she has this
Dude, that's flipping
drive
the page, man. That's literally flipping the
Yeah,
page.
she has this drive. Like when she, like I said, when she puts her mind to it, it's go, go, go. And I said this a couple months ago. I said if she just practiced a little bit more than just like the week before, she could be unbelievably good. And she is very talented. Don't get me wrong. And she actually just texted us earlier today. She's in, I believe, Ohio for her first tournament.
Oh, nice.
And she's coming down here next weekend to Orlando. So I'm looking forward to seeing her in action for year number 2 at Vanderbilt. But like I said, when she puts her mind to something, there ain't nobody stopping her. And she just continues to do her thing. And I don't know how much she'll bowl after college. Unfortunately, we will all never know that until we get to that point. But
that's true.
Like I said,
That's
she
true.
has this drive that not enough people realize. And obviously, they see me and Justin and what we can bring to the table and stuff, and when we bowl tournaments. But she doesn't bowl outside tournaments. She only bowls college. But I mean, when she puts her mind to something, she's unbelievable.
She's the wild card.
She's a great cook. Let me tell you, she is a great cook. If I lived with my sister the whole year around, I could probably be 300 pounds. An unbelievable cook. I would eat I would eat everything. Yeah.
Well, she goes to school not far from where I am. She's in Nashville. So
nice.
Your dad came down here last year to when he was moving her into college, which he does every year, which is your dad's amazing.
Yeah.
But we
know
stopped
who the favorite child is.
Yes, absolutely. But he stopped and had lunch with me, and we talked for a couple hours, and it was like we've known each other our whole lives. Like that's just how your dad is. He's salt of the earth. He's a man's man. He's your next door neighbor, and he said the exact same things about Sydney. Like it's amazing how much more she could do if she just put her mind to it, right, and just decided I'm going to be a bowler. And he said that whenever she does something, she's good at it, and it's almost like she's low key got the most talent in the whole family, but just doesn't have the drive yet, or hasn't figured out exactly
if she
what
wants
she's
to pick
doing.
it out, she can. But she
I don't know if I would go that far, but you've got a great point.
Sibling rivalry, that's fine.
You've got a great point. Like I said, she's a great cook, but she may be at the bottom of the list when it comes to cleaning up.
Okay, all right. Whoa, shots fired.
You gotta give and take a little.
That's it.
But I've told her,
Good.
I said, Sydney,
I like that.
Sydney, if you cook, I'll be more than happy to clean. So
what a good brother.
I will tell everybody that I'm a horrible cook. I cook like 4 things, and I cooked for the first time tonight in like a week for dinner, and but I cook about 4 things.
How bad?
Yeah, what'd you have?
No, it was pretty good. It was pretty simple.
Spaghetti and meatballs is what it was.
Just rice and beef, but pretty simple.
Okay, that's fair.
But it's really hard to mess up rice and beef.
Well, you'd be surprised.
I know. The first time I tried cooking down here, I seasoned the pan before I seasoned the beef, and it didn't end very well.
I'm already lost, so fuck it. I guess you win.
So
you win. Awesome. I get to do this.
But like I said, my sister, she's one of a kind, and she's a great cook, but she is a horrible cleaner, and I can say that, and I don't feel bad about saying that either.
It's okay, because I'm going to clip it and I'm going to post it on social.
This is not exactly it. I was just going to say that. We're going to actually snipe it.
It's going to be on Reels tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now, your brother obviously is super, super talented. Again, with almost everybody in the Bohn family is talented no matter what they do. Like, it's amazing how.
One's right-handed, one's
your genes are your parents' genes are just stupid good. Like, we should clone.
She's right-handed.
We should clone the entire family, but. Obviously, your brother decided to kind of focus more on his YouTube channel, and he's doing a fantastic job. All of you guys are, but his vision for that channel, from where it started to where it is now, it's ridiculous. Like his production value is. I'm jealous. I'm a video guy. I wish I had his talent. Have you talked to him about what he wants to do? Obviously, being your older brother, people expected him to kind of go on tour, but it seems like almost. I don't want to say the video. Or the channel's taking the back seat to bowling, but where does he kind of stand on what he wants to do? Have you had discussions with him about that?
I have, but I don't ever think I got a clear picture on what exactly he wants to do. I know I've had this conversation. We've all had the conversation what do you want to do after college? But I think
because he's super talented bowling as well. I mean,
yeah, for sure. But you have to sit down and have a realization point eventually, and. His big thing is that he loves making videos. And I think there is a point that he loves to bowl as well. But he realized how much video making, how much he enjoyed it. And so I think after college, he really wants to, tone in and make videos and to educate, the world just on everything that bowling has to offer. And, we want to touch an audience that's outside the bowling world as well. So coming up with ideas and generating the content to really put together to show that it's more than just bowling. It's more than just, something that we enjoy doing and that we have success in, that we can, really wrap our life around, the sport of 10 pins. And am I going to say that he wants to go out on tour? I'm not going to say that he does or he doesn't want to. Will he dabble? I'm sure he will dabble. Will he spend a little bit more time on his YouTube channel or our family's YouTube channel now that he rebranded it? I'm sure. But for my family besides Justin, I don't know. I don't know how Justin looks at it, but definitely for me, it will always be Justin's YouTube channel, and that he just kind of changed the name, and because I don't know anything about being behind the camera.
Right.
I barely even know how to hold the camera. So he just bought me a tripod that I can use to help me
nice.
with the camera. But did I freeze?
No, you're good here.
But yeah, so I think he just wants to. He might dabble on tour, but I think his big thing is going to be the YouTube channel. Yeah.
And if that's what it is, that's cool. I mean, if that's his thing. I mean, I always say, do what you love. And obviously, your dad and your mom never put pressure on you guys to be, bowlers. I'm just assuming you guys just fell in love with the sport when you were young, anyway. But I like the fact that maybe he doesn't want to be a pro, and I don't know. Well, I'm definitely gonna have him on the show as well to kind of pick his brain. But
that's the other thing, though. They say that now, and then all it takes is 5 tournaments, and they're like,
right, yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
That's true. I'm just gonna bowl the U.S. Open and see what happens.
Than there is on
then
tour.
he wins the U.S. Open. So yeah, I mean, no, yeah, true. You never.
Who knows? Yeah. But it's
true.
definitely a conversation that we should get into because I should know the answer.
Right.
But yeah, I never really got a clear answer on hey man, when you get out of college, what are your plans? Right. So I'm sure that we will all move back home. We are one very close family. I will say that we enjoy each other's company, but we do get in each other's way. But
right.
I guess that's
No, but you guys do the same thing though too. That's the thing. That's what's awesome about it. It's like that's what brings everybody together.
That's true.
And now with the training
That's so
center
cool.
at home, we have so many opportunities to go from there.
Exactly.
And I
feel
love
like
that you guys are doing that.
I feel like it can encompass everybody.
Right.
Sydney is a outstanding party hostess, I will say, and she's quite possibly. And I don't mean to, make my sister, sound like she's up here, but she is so quick-minded, but she still is a horrible cleaner. And my mom, like I mentioned earlier, she's like, and me and Justin, we work the front desk, and Dad gives lessons. And not only do we work the front desk, but we can, give lessons as well when needed, and Mom can as well. But I feel like Mom has every role, every job there she could do. And over the summer, I got to do my school internship with my mom at the bowling center.
Cool.
I got to work not only in the bowling center, but I got to learn everything that they do at the bowling center, her and Tom. And that was probably one of the coolest, few week-long experiences that I got to really dive into. And I knew how everything worked. And so I can go in there and basically do not everything that she does, but pretty close. And I can tell you it's going to be a step below her because she does everything like it's her last job. And
that's so cool.
And she does everything exactly how she wants to do it. And
right.
There's only one place to learn from then, man. That's the other thing too.
I just love how much your family are ambassadors for the game and how much everybody loves bowling. I mean, I'm a career 210 average. Ocho's, about 220. We know how good Johnny is, but I grew up in a bowling alley. My mom worked at Bradley Bowl in Windsor Locks, Connecticut before it got changed to an entertainment center, which blows my mind. That was a regular tour stop. But so, I mean, I've been around the lanes my whole life. No matter how much I bowled, I never got to that next level, and it's so frustrating. But I think if I picked it up again, knowing what I know now, I think, and with the house shots, I could probably average 220 like Ocho, with a modicum of talent. But no, I love the fact that your family's so involved, and we really need to make a petition. Like, we should change Hall lanes to Bohn lanes. Like, why has that not happened yet? Like, seriously.
I mean, I would be cool with it. That
right. It should be.
It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, it's got a good ring to it. But yeah, I think in everything that you do, you're gonna reach a point where you're gonna fail, and then if you don't want to fail anymore, you just kind of give up. But
that's pretty much what I did.
How we look at it is, the more you fail, it just continues to add the amount of practice, the amount of time you spend here, the amount of time you spend there to really dive in and figure out what you're doing wrong. And one of our greatest tools, me and Justin, and I guess Sydney as well, but one of our greatest tools, and I guess that everybody has access to it now, is our Father.
Yeah.
And no matter what type of funk we're in, what type, of failure we've come across, he always has a way to get us out of that. And it may take 10 minutes, it may take 2 weeks, it may take a month, but he always finds a way to say it in a proper manner and come across to just put it out on the table and say, dude, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
And it always
ain't that the truth though,
it
too.
Always amazing.
And you sound stuffy. You sound stuffy all of a sudden, by the way. Just saying, FYI.
Yeah.
You sound a little stuffy. Kate Parker, can we get this stuffiness out of here?
Yeah, it always.
No, he's true though. No, because that's what Parker can do. He's always so freaking nice too about it. I don't know how he's at home. So that's
let's
fine.
get the scoop. Let's get the real scoop. How's your dad at home?
Like, he's got to be a dick sometime. He has to be a dick sometime. Oh, you didn't clean the fucking table. You fucking.
I've heard your dad cuss, by the way, which is.
Doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't, but we had a private conversation. And Ocho didn't believe it. I said, no, he dropped like 3 F-bombs when we were eating lunch.
Yeah.
They bullshit. So he did that to me once, and he said, by the way, don't tell anybody I said that.
Yeah. But exactly how.
All right, that's okay too. It's okay.
Exactly how you see him in the bowling center is exactly how he is at home.
It's the same thing.
The same exact person. Now, I will say there's 2 things that will get him going that are a bit sensitive, but and one of them I will not speak on, but the other one is
Well, only Bunny hit his finger on the attic coming down. Remember
Well,
he had the attic coming
yeah,
down?
he did have an incident, but
Yeah, he
that's
Yes,
not even one of them.
there was something.
Oh, that,
I feel like
okay.
now that's a story that we laugh on. It's not even something that's too
Now it's
sensitive. But the other one is a song. You get him going on this the remake of Africa by Toto, and I mean, you play that song on the radio if you're ever in the car with him, and that's a sensitive one. And I'll fill you in. When the remake came out just a few years ago, he has this one radio station that he listens to. It's called 94.3 or 94.3 The Point.
That's the point.
We used to listen to it all the time. Every Friday night, we'd turn it on at 5:20. They had this this question. You call in, and you could be the smartest person at the Jersey Shore. And the guy's name was Matt Ryan. He was awesome. And you call in, you answer the question, and you win a prize. And we would always look forward to it. Every Friday night, we'd be on our way to league, and we'd call. And, we'd pull in the Bowling Center parking lot. Oh, we can't go in yet because, we just got through and we just answered the question. But it was literally like every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5:20. But every Friday, we were all in the car with each other. But, when this song came out again, Africa by Toto, it was like every time we went in the car, the song was playing. And it played like every fourth song for like 4 or 5 times in the span of an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, if this song comes on again, I'm calling the radio station to tell them to stop playing the song. So it came on again, and we changed radio stations. The very next song it came on, and it wasn't even 94.3 The Point, and he called them and told them to stop playing the song. So that is a very touchy one. If you want to get them going on a song, that is definitely a sensitive song choice. But like I said, the other one I won't even mention it. But that's another sensitive topic. So he's got a few, but like I said, exactly how he is on the camera, behind the camera, in front of people, at the bowling center, away from the bowling center, he is the exact same person at home.
And I figured he was. I had that deep down feeling that he is just that genuine. So thank you for backing that up. But thank you for also giving me the tip, because I am going to rib his ass with that song next time I see him. I won't tell him you did it, but that's gold.
Yeah,
that is absolute gold.
Like I said, there's not too many things that you can really like it's like poking a bear,
right?
But he doesn't get riled up ever.
Brandon,
yeah,
nothing affects him. So, but that's the one. So if you get him on that one, that'll get him going.
That's so good, dude. Hey, Johnny,
Brandon, Rad Rob also. Brandon, first thing, what an absolute pleasure to call you a friend. So that's it for you. Rad Rob, thank you so much for finding this young man. And I have to bring my girl, who Brandon knows and you've never met, in this seat. She wants to say hi to Mr. Bohn. Parker always talks to her when I'm losing my shit. Lynn wants to say hi to Mr. Brandon.
Hey, how are you?
That's Lynn. That's my better half.
Awesome.
The one that keeps me grounded, just the exact same way Leslie changed Parker's life as he's spoke on this show. And Brandon, dude, you are the definition of awesome. Always in your corner, dude. Always here for you. You are just perfect. And this young lady feels the exact same way.
Well, thank you. I certainly appreciate it. I certainly love coming on the show, talking with you guys, and hopefully you're keeping them in line. Yeah.
Somebody has to. I can't do it.
Yeah. Hopefully you're keeping them in line. So.
I'm trying.
It's nice to meet you, Lynn.
We got to drill that new energize tonight.
Well, there you go. Hey,
Or
just gotta,
that evil eye.
like I said, you gotta just create your legacy.
Create your legacy. I love that.
Yep. So,
everybody, check out the Bohn Legacy on YouTube. It's a fantastic channel. I'm not just saying it because Brandon's here. I would say that regardless. Again, as a video nerd, it's such a good channel. But I do have there's a few questions before we jump off, Brandon, because our chat's been so
always team syrup.
Our chat has always been patient, but I do want to ask a few questions that were in the chat, if you don't mind. BSJ83, have you ever considered switching to two-handed like Justin?
so it's funny that question comes up. And
good question.
Justin started out as a one-hander, went two-handed, and I was the complete opposite. I started out as a two-hander and turned into a one-hander. I looked up to Oscar Palermo. He was one of my favorites growing up. When he threw the ball over the chair at Thunderball in the trick shot competition,
yep,
he was sitting front row, and I actually got a replica jersey of the jersey that he wore. I still have it in my closet to this day.
That's so cool.
And I had a backup ball. I wanted to be just like Oscar, and I pushed it off from my chest. And one day my dad looked at me and he said, "You're going to learn how to do it normal, or you're going to go one-handed." And well, truth be told, I went one-handed, and I never did the push from my chest ever again. Yeah.
Well, thank God you did. And I'm not saying you would have been a bad two-hander, but if you're so good as a one-hander, sometimes it's funny. We all experiment, right? We all try different things, but I think one-handed is definitely your gig.
Yeah, I can't see myself going two-handed. I look like I do in any other sport. Very uncoordinated, and it just maybe if I spent a little bit more time at it, but I'll take my one-handed game for right now.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Hopefully, I'll knock on wood here, and hopefully that goes pretty well.
Knock on wood. Your dad does that like every time he speaks. Jay Pentas, forget the past. Let's talk about the future here. Brandon, you have up-and-comers in the water like Ryan Barnes, Ethan Fiore. You going to smoke these guys or what?
Well, I hope to smoke everybody in my way.
Hell yeah.
But,
I actually love this guy, so this is a legit question.
But I will say that me and Ryan, we actually bowled together this weekend in the doubles. And
I saw that.
We crossed with each other, and we had a blast. I've always gotten along with Ryan really well. And me and Fiore are actually bowling a doubles tournament down here next weekend. So I think the competitiveness will always be there no matter who it is.
Yeah.
But the drive and the passion that we have for the sport, that we just want to grow the sport as a whole. I think that's what makes us come together and, be such close friends and competitors. So hopefully I'm beating everybody in my way, but, I look at them as just how I'm going to look at anybody else. And, I'm there to do my thing, and they're there to do their thing as well. So
that is the correct answer. You are going to smoke everybody.
You're the best.
Yep.
You are so beautiful in every capacity. You are fabulous, just like Dad. But you have the brain.
Certainly try.
I missed the boat.
So for this next
you
question,
have it, and just gonna chase you your entire life and always be there for you, dude. You're amazing. You're amazing.
Well, thank you.
I got
Alex Bermudez, our favorite driller from
Modesto, California.
Modesto,
Let's go.
What are your pitches? Thumb fingers? Have any adjustments been made season to season as needed?
Great question.
Very great.
You're not into technical stuff, but I mean, can you kind of spitball that?
Nope, I can't.
Okay.
I don't even know. I don't know how long my span is.
I love it.
I have gone through one span change in 7 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
My hand just like it will swell up sometimes where the grip will feel a little bit tight. But I do use a vacuum system. I do use vice grips. I do use a slug, and that's about all I know. I went a little bit more reverse in my fingers last year, but I couldn't tell you what the pitch is. I couldn't tell you if I couldn't tell you anything about my ball. That's why I let my guys at Buddy's Pro Shop do all the handling. They're awesome. Chris is like another father figure to me.
Yeah.
But if you need anything ball wise, that's where I go, and I recommend that place to anybody on the earth.
We love Buddy's Pro Shop.
Yeah.
And that's such a great answer because there's nothing wrong with just saying, you know what, I am just good at throwing the ball. Like I am good at bowling. I'm good at figuring out shots. I'm good at figuring out the fresh and the burn and all that. Like you don't have to know the specifics. You don't have to know
Nope,
the technique.
I don't know, and I'm gonna be honest. Not until I need to learn to drill my own balls. I don't think I'll ever. I don't want to know. It's just another.
It's just something else to get in your head. You don't need to worry about, right? Just bowl.
Another thing that you can think about while you're bowling, like, oh, this pitch is a little wrong, like. But if you don't know, you can't think about it. So I don't know, and it's not something that I really have ever wanted to know.
That's fine. Yeah.
I do know how to work out my own thumb, but it doesn't feel the same quite yet from ball to ball. But I know that every ball I've gotten drilled at Buddy's Pro Shop has felt the same, and I mean that's literally why every time I need a ball, I call him up.
Oh,
he
that's
ships
so
it
cool.
right to me.
That is so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Justin DiBianca, sibling rivalry question. 10th frame, need to strike out. Are you taking Justin or Sydney?
Ooh. That's a great question.
And you can hurt feelings. It's fine. We don't care.
I'm gonna. Oh.
We know Sydney can't clean. We've already established that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Justin on this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Justin on this one. I think that Justin has a few more tricks, but
that's fair. He's older. I get it.
Although Sydney she's escalating in a good way. I'm gonna take Justin on this one.
Yeah. Yep. Who? I did my own question. Who are people more afraid of? Justin or Sydney?
I think Sydney, to be honest. I would definitely be way more afraid of Sydney. Like I said, Sydney has that firepower to where when she puts her mind to something, like if you get in her way, she'll
eviscerate you.
Yes. Yeah. Where I don't think Justin would do that. But
he's too nice. Yeah, he's too nice.
Yeah.
I can see Sydney being the wild card. You never know what you're gonna get.
Like a sneaky wild card.
Yeah, because she's super smart and cunning too. So
yeah.
That's a good question. I kind of figured that, but I had to ask anyway. Let me see if I got anything else. I think that's all we got for tonight. Dude, super appreciate you coming on, man. Like, again, we're not just blowing smoke up your ass. Like, you are super good. And again, I don't even think you know how good you are, and you haven't reached your full potential yet, which is crazy. And we love your family. Like, literally, we feel like we're part of your family. Like, just you guys are.
We are. Rob isn't yet, but he's getting close.
I'm getting there. Hold on. Look at this.
You're getting there. That's what I'm saying. You got to get it worked out
between me.
There it is. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He's like, how do I get out of this car right now?
I think he's going to eat me. I don't know if I should be afraid or
or vice versa. I'm just saying.
He gave me an hour.
It was kind of.
He gave me an hour after lunch of just doing an interview in my car, and it was literally. No offense to my family. It was like,
Jesus, Rob, are you crazy?
One of the highlights of my life. Like literally one of the coolest hours I've ever spent with anybody. And I watched him on TV growing up as a kid. I'm a lefty myself. He's always been one of my idols. Him and Leto were my two idols growing up. But just the fact, and thank God I've had the pleasure to speak with Leto as well. I love this show so much. But your dad is just so gracious, dude. And it's your mom too. Your mom's absolutely fantastic, and just we can't say nothing. We can't say enough good things about you guys. And I really appreciate you being as busy as you are, taking your time out to speak with us tonight.
Well, thank you. I certainly appreciate it. I always love coming on the show. I always tune in when I can to the straight up 5, even though I can't play straight up 5 right now. But I'm
not yet. But
yeah, I knew I had to throw that in there. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate you guys having me on. If I can just take a minute to shout out the people that support me the most.
Yes, sir.
Brunswick, Deviate, couldn't be anywhere without y'all. But if you're liking this hoodie, create your legacy. Available at BohnLegacy.com.
Throw it up again. Get it way up there. Get it way up there.
Legacy, BohnLegacy.com.
There it is.
Create your legacy. That's our signature line, and we love the support that everybody brings to not only me, our family, our channel. And we couldn't be anywhere without you guys, and everybody that supports us and follows us and continues to watch. Like I said, we couldn't be anywhere without you. And to the fans and everybody watching right now, thank you. And And one more thank you. Thank you to my parents who make everything possible. I couldn't, Mom and Dad, I couldn't be anywhere without you guys. And, I love you guys so much. And, Johnny, I know you're somewhere behind that screen over there on that camera. But
definitely right here.
It's always good seeing you, boss.
Definitely
And,
right here. Heard it.
I know.
I
know when I get back, we'll have our rematch.
Yes. I want to see
You just have your young,
Brandon,
sweet lady take care of you.
Thank
and
you so much for being the best guest ever. And I have nothing but love for you and your entire family. Love you.
Thank you. Thank you. For the young lady, please take care of my man. I need to get my get back. I got to.
You have to. You will. You will.
For Dr. Ocho and Rad Rob, thank you so much for having me on. I certainly appreciate it.
Can't say it any better than that, guys. Appreciate everyone's support tonight. Thanks for tuning in to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. You can follow the show on Twitter at Straight Up 5 Pod. Follow Johnny Jr. at JPJR07. Follow Rad Rob at Rad Rob Gaming. And follow Dr. Ocho at the Dr. Ocho. Got a question for Johnny? Send your questions to straightup5podcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next time for another edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. Right here